Good evening, India. Only the wearer knows where the shoe pinches. And when the cheers are lacking, friends will be pecking. My dear brothers and sisters, I am talking to particularly all students of our beloved country. My point is again, I reiterate it, when cheers are lacking, friends will be pecking. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So, my dear students, make your books your best friends, because it is your books which will open the doors of opportunity for you. If you do not study regularly, you cannot expect positive results. I am here to advise you how to use your potential energy, how to use your latent energy which you have at your command, how to use it constructively and creatively. You can move the world. You can do wonders for Mother India. Mother India, particularly when deeply divided on so many grounds, it is expecting and looking forward. It is looking at you with great expectation. Mother India wants that you all should work hard so that we can make India great. We feel extremely sorry when we see how the world's other developed countries have progressed. And where do we stand? Where are we in the index of unemployment? Where are we in the index of scientists? Where are we in index of all developmental activities? We have wonderful fertile land. We have wonderful youth power. We have extremely hardworking farmers. We have extremely hardworking professors and teachers. We have extremely hardworking scientists. Despite that, where are our results? Why are we unable to eradicate our poverty? Why are we unable to eradicate illiteracy from India? Why are we unable to unite our people? Why are we hating one another in the name of language? India is a multilingual country. Our constitution has provided 22 languages constitutional status. They have been given acceptance, constitutional acceptance. There are 22 languages which are spoken in our country, and it is our duty as citizens that we should develop all languages. We should love all languages irrespective of their region where they are spoken, whether they are spoken in the east, whether they are spoken in the west, whether they are spoken in south, or whether they are spoken in the east. Wherever they are spoken, they are all beloved language of Mother India. I will not go in the controversy of the language, but what I want to tell our youth, that you must focus your attention on your studies only. Because if you study today, it will make India great tomorrow. If we look at our neighboring countries, look at China, how far it has progressed. Its technology, its inventions, its other activities, its textiles, its manufacturing activities. It is exporting large number of goods to all over world. Where do we stand? What are we doing? We have extremely fertile land. Despite that, our rate of growing cotton is lower than Brazil, lower than Australia. So how can we make our farmers prosperous also? So it all depends on hard work of our students, particularly students who are studying in universities. My dear brothers and sisters, you are studying in universities, It is my request to you that you must work hard so that our farmers can be guided, our students can be guided, our people can be guided, so that we can make a very strong and vibrant democracy. Because we know democracy means the government of the people, for the people and by the people. I repeat it. Democracy means the government of the people, for the people and by the people. So if our democracy is not well trained, our voters are not well trained, our population is not well educated, we cannot make India great. So my request to all youths, all students, that they should share their thoughts, their actions and their deeds towards the weaker sections of society also. Wherever we see any injured person, he is also a child or a daughter or a son of Mother India. It is our responsibility, it is our duty that we should share in their sorrows and sufferings. There are so many people who are left behind. They don't have proper shelter, they do not have appropriate food to eat, they do not have quality education, so they are becoming burden on Mother India. It is a stain on the forehead of Mother India. So my dear brothers and sisters, who you are studying in universities, it is your duty. You just overcome, you just give up the regional thinking. You should not be confined in the name of language. You must not be confined in the name of region. You must not be confined in the name of caste, creed, religion, all these things. Our diversity is our unity. We have unity in diversity. So what I want to say, in our diversity we have unity. India can remain united and strong if we love all languages, if we love people of India. Why should we hate in name of religion? Why should we hate in name of language? What is our duty? Our duty is to study, work hard and defeat so many enemies. Enemies within the country, internal and external. All enemies of humanity can be defeated by dint of excellent education, quality education. This is what important today. India, as we know, is suffering from several problems. But we, instead of focusing on problems, we should focus what is our duty as citizens. What is our responsibility as citizens? What can we do to reform our education system? We can start it by teaching small children how to read, how to write, how to speak, and how to become punctual students. It is our responsibility to serve elders in our society. It is our responsibility to help those street sweeping sisters in the morning, you say. What about their children? Are they getting proper education? We should think about it also. What about sisters who are working in our homes as maid servants? What about education of their children? Are they attending English medium school, or whether they are attending any quality school where they can study hard, where they can get opportunity to become good citizen, fit and suitable for our democracy? This is what I want to say. So in the end, I would only say it is never late if it is mandate. It is never late if we start doing hard work at any time. Now is time to act, because we know actions speak louder than words. There is no dearth of preachers. So many people are preaching everywhere, but hardly anyone practices what they preach. This is the biggest problem in our country. So this hypocrisy must go. Unless and until we give up hypocrisy from our personal, from our social, from our political life, we cannot progress. This is very simple fact. But of course, it does not mean that I deny the hard work and progress so far India has made. India has come a long way. It has still a long way to go, and it will continue to progress, and it will prosper. It will become very strong democracy. It will become Vishwa Guru. It will become very, very strong country among nations. And India has always believed in philosophy, in concept. The whole world is a country and mankind is citizen. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Namaste.